So on a cold January day earlier this year, I was looking through our library in town and I found the Maze Runner books. I had watched the first movie and loved it, so I thought I might as well read these books. So I got the first one. I loved it, got hooked on the series, finished that trilogy, so I thought I would just give my review. I'm trying to avoid spoilers too, so if you don't want to know anything about it going into it, you might not want to watch this, but if you just want a bit of an outline and just to know what kind of book it is, this is probably for you. The Maze Runner is a dystopian trilogy by James Dashner, and the first book was released in 2009, and the story spanned over 3 books. The first one was just called The Maze Runner, the second one was called The Scorched Trials, and the third one was called The Death Cure, and they all followed a boy named Thomas. Now the story starts out when Thomas wakes up with no memory in this place called the Glade, which is really just a big grassy field with cement walls all around, and outside those cement walls are this big maze. There are a ton of boys who live in the Glade, and they've been trying to solve the maze for years, and after a string of even weirder events, they realize the urgency to escape the maze. So this series is fast-paced, it's action-packed, it's really unpredictable, and in my opinion, there are some really lovable characters. However, because this book series is so fast-paced, doesn't take place over a very long amount of time, there's not much character development, so if you're looking for a strong character development and all that, Maze Runner might not be for you. Some warnings: there's going to be a lot of violence, there's some gore, and some kind of uncomfortable scenes in the second book, so nothing you'd have to like completely skip over. This is why I'd personally recommend this series for 13+, because as much as it's not horribly suggestive, there's nothing like really gross, but it's just a couple of the characters are a little uncomfortable, if you know what I mean. So in conclusion, I would just recommend this book for 13+. It's a very fast-paced book. I would definitely reread it again. I highly recommend it. I think it's great for middle school and high school. I think it's a great middle school and high school read. So go to your library, go to the bookstore, whatever, find The Maze Runner. I love it. Don't expect the same story as the movies. Thank you guys for watching.